Holy, I have done this video so many other ways and I just can't get across my disdain for what this content is. Now when AI was new and shiny, of course I dived into it, checked a couple things and dived back out. Like a fish jumping out of the water just to only be caught by someone who's going to eat him. Now less about me, Fortnite have recently dived in themselves to AI with the Darth Vader character in Fortnite Mini Season 1, Chapter 6. Probably one of the best things, unfortunately, about that season, for many. And that very much split the community. You had people going, AI is the future, and you had people saying that this is just slop. This is disrespectful. We shouldn't be doing this. Definitely a game like Epic, which is at the forefront of the gaming space. They should be making an example by not using it. Not making an example, using it, and being pioneers of this. But that is the route they've taken. To be pioneers of this. And honestly, you wouldn't have to scroll far down the Fortnite discovery to find the use of AI in thumbnails. It is used so promptly in discovery. The map creators have said if they don't use AI in their thumbnails, the map actually underperforms because of it. And when they use AI in thumbnails, the map actually performs better. So yeah, with a large amount of people in the Fortnite community actively engaging with maps that use AI because they're more likely to hit it, it's not surprised the rise of AI content. And obviously looking through AI content trying to get this video out, now my YouTube recommended is pushing me stuff like this. So this is a video from Cinebox. Superman concept trailer, Will Smith. It's not a how can you call AI a concept trailer? It's not a concept. You haven't conceptualized anything. You conceptualize about Will Smith and Superman. That's about the only thing you have greatly conceptualized here. Apart from that, you haven't conceptualized diddly squat. Nothing. Everyone else who done Superman and stuff like that, and Will Smith, has conceptualized that idea into being. So I noticed a few days ago scrolling the Twitter sphere, and currently with AI in Fortnite, there is a few trends that are popping off. One of them I have seen is from this creator called Reno Riverson. Sorry if I butchered your name. Of course, don't go and send any of these creators hate. We are just having a conversation here, guys. This is a community topic and we're talking about it. So these are the ones I've seen of a person who is a Fortnite character mainly walking down the streets. Now these have gotten 30,000 likes, 32,000 likes. That is some serious like goals.
To cancel the piggyback, either player can press.
See, whoever this is has got some talent, but they've been sucked into the AI, and I guess they're probably going to use it to push players to their maps. So don't hate the player, hate the game, because that's what it's unfortunately becoming. So kind of low-key have to respect it in some cases. I probably wouldn't do that, and I'm sure some people watching this video wouldn't do that. But I'm not going to sit here and claim I'm some almighty being from an interstellar world and claim that I've never used any AI. I don't use it to this extent, so for me to claim that would be it'd be a bit bad taste. It'd be that's all, folks. It would be in bad faith. So it seems like he imports stuff. Obviously, he seems like he's a map creator. He's got some earlier stuff. I've only just seen this stuff. You've got to somehow, as a map creator, get players to your maps. And there's a lot of money in UEFN, and there's a lot of money also in content creation. Of course, I think there's a few hurdles for AI in terms of monetization in some platforms and in some circumstances. But in terms of YouTube and Google, there was a thing a few days ago where people were like, oh, YouTube is going to stamp down people using AI content. And at the same time, I was like, yeah, but doesn't Google own Vo3? So that would be a bit counterintuitive on their part. Out of all the platforms that would probably dive into AI content and go on, go for it, would probably be Google. So talking about views, if you do look up Fortnite ruined by AI, we're talking some decent views. 187k, 232k, 268k. Okay, and as you can see, there is some questionable thumbnail. This guy seems to have a theme, a reoccurring theme in his, I guess, descriptions or his prompts. He definitely uses a few key phrases every so often. So this is Mr. Snug, that's how I would say it. And he does some other things. So he does Fortnite, and as you can see, Squid Games, Minecraft. And he's just uploaded recently, and I've caught a glimpse of it, obviously, before I started recording this. And essentially, it's just grabbing trailers at this point, and essentially just you get stuff like this, just randomly 1 second just be eaten, and apparently that's just cool content. And oh, what is about to happen here? Holy moly! Lynx was a beef man this whole time. I would have never have guessed it. Me as a storyline creator is completely flabbergasted by this development. So the whole point of Ruined by AI, basically whatever happens next is completely unrelated to what actually is occurring in the scene. That's the whole point of Ruined by AI, and that's the point. Whatever plays out next is meant to be completely random. Even though through something that may be positive or negative, AI has moved a lot past this, but obviously the content creator here wants something stupid to occur afterwards. I mean, this guy, you know, he is adding some stuff. He's adding some funny sounds. He's then clipping them together. What? Apparently the 0 point and just sucks them up. So he adds some memes to it, I suppose. What is this? But yeah, people are going to be looking at this who are, I don't know, struggling to get views, struggling to get map plays, and they're going to look at the views and that AI content is generating. And this is not the worst case scenario. Obviously, I'm talking it from the Fortnite standpoint, but of course, if you've been on Twitter, Twitter has been completely engulfed by AI content. With these Twitter gurus promising that if you create AI content, you will become self-sufficient with your money. Now, you will gain independent freedom. But of course, this will always divide people. So is AI going to put content creators out of a job? Well, this was a few months back when VO3 first released, and this person said, I don't think VO3 is meant to be generating Fortnite gameplay. Well, let's give it a watch.
Victory Royale with a pickaxe!
And as you can see, the gameplay at this point is generally messy. Everything that doesn't really move is pretty spot on. But of course, things that are moving, like the builds, are messy. But obviously, given what happened with the Will Smith stuff, that infamous video where he was eating spaghetti and it just was morphing and it wasn't really making any sense, and everyone laughed, and you had a right to laugh because it was stupid. Now we're not laughing. No one's laughing now. But I mean, this guy here, I've listened to some content creators recently, and I might be... I feel like there's a bit of life in me, though, so probably not. But I've listened to a few creators recently, I'm like, this sounds AI. And it's obviously not, but how on their cadences and stuff, it's like, I might need to double check. It won't be long until we are listening to AI-generated streamers and content creators. I feel it'd be a bit longer, obviously. We've had a few notable moments already with Cribblecop, obviously changing his old content to AI at one point, and obviously that was a pretty big deal at the time. Eventually, for his long-form content, I think he's reverted back to him being him, of course, which sounds silly for a YouTube video. YouTube. It's one thing making an AI channel, but it's another thing actually replacing yourself when you were a real channel with real supporters, and those supporters have real feelings towards you as a content creator to turn around and go, well, here's an AI version of me. So what is my conclusion, and does my conclusion even matter? Because the ball is rolling now on AI, and there's no stopping it. We will get more AI content, more generated creators. There's no stopping it at this point. It's always going to be difficult to stop AI when half the world's population can't have a singular thought between them and have to ask AI's Grok their opinions about something. Oh, hey Grok, what do you think of this? And it's so easy to slip into the AI thing. Like, content creators are very much against it until they want to ask Grok, what, my 10 followers are following me and don't tell me, or something like that. And it's people who are dead set against AI. Is there limitations on how far you can use AI before people start saying, well, how dare you? How dare you take ideas away from artists? Like, where's the boundary? What about the spoken word? What about the written word? What about literacy? In terms of scripts, in terms of video, in terms of filming, in terms of, well, practically everything. But I guess it's okay when there's a bit of a viral moment going around. And maybe there's a bit of a joke I haven't understand, and there's a nuance to it, and that's why people are using it, even though they're so dead set against AI. People get really defensive when leakers use upscaling for the survey images, because if they didn't get upscaled, you wouldn't be able to make out heads or tails, which is kind of ironic given what AI can sometimes do. But I at least see this comment once a month where someone goes, oh my god, I can't believe Epic Games are using AI in their survey skins and not understanding that someone else has upscaled these images. But anyway, talking about survey skins and outfits, Fantastic 4 will be in the item shop soon, so consider using creator code MRJOY in the Fortnite item shop. Thank you to anyone using my code. If you want to comment anything going on in the community, we now got communities, but you can only see that on mobile phone. Check it out. It should be next to the subscribed button. But my conclusion is I don't really watch AI content if I can. Like, it's one of the reasons that I actually went into my settings and turned off auto dubbing. It was actually a feature I was looking forward to. To have the ability to be able to grow an audience that isn't native to your language is crazy. And the only reason that I didn't use the feature is when it came out, it wasn't how it was sold to us during the reveal. The AI at the reveal sounded so much more, I don't want to say alive, but it sounded so much more human. And the one we got here is awful, which is funny because it's Google again. And we've seen what Google is able to do with voices, so why did they mess up so badly with auto dubbing? In its current state, it's kind of unusable. So basically my point is, in this scenario, I could tell myself I was doing that for the good of the viewer. But what you could argue is that, well, why didn't you pay someone to do it? Well, because it's too expensive. Well, that's the point. And that's why the people in this video we are talking about today end up doing that, because AI could do it. Currently where we are, I think many of us will be kind of rich telling them not to do it. It's slop content. I'm not going to disagree with it being slop content. I think 99% of us have used AI at some point, are using AI, and are sort of probably telling ourselves that this is okay because of this reason, when someone else could argue from another point of view and say, well, that's not okay because of this reason. I don't know, recently I've just seen a lot of people trying to jump through hoops, trying to explain why they use it or why they don't. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Until next time, it's your boy, Mr. White. Next time, bye-bye.